City Pulse is sponsored by CN Vision Image Consulting, Chi, an international focus magazine. Music provided by Houston's own Dynamic Sound. HTV supports local businesses.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of City Pulse, a show for the City of Houston by the City of Houston. 2020 has presented many challenges due to the coronavirus pandemic. This includes wearing face masks, maintaining a social distance of 6 feet apart, and encouraging hand washing for more than 20 seconds. These changes in our regular routines have also affected how we cover City Pulse. Each week, one of our talented staff will voice the show as we deliver stories that impact us in our lives, work, and much more. In other news, Mayor Sylvester Turner and Councilmember Carla Cisneros gave away more than 500 computers to area residents at Comp-U-Dopt.
This is a very exciting day. We are here at Comp-U-Dopt. I'm Councilmember Carla Cisneros, and I have started this program in my district that we are doing today. We are passing out 550 desktop computers to residents of District H. So they applied for to be awarded a desktop computer, and then the names were selected on Monday through a randomized computer lottery. And so these are the people that are getting them today.
We know that 40% of children who are living at or below the poverty level in Houston don't have access to the tools that they need. And our solution here at Comp-U-Dopt is to provide a refurbished computer so that students have that tool.
Would you like the computer? One of the things we learned through the application process is that 50% of the people that applied make less than $20,000 a year. So that's a really important group that we are reaching that would not otherwise have been able to afford computers.
The digital divide is real. I think what we have learned even more so from COVID-19 is that it's difficult to have remote learning if our families and our kids don't have the tools that they need to engage in remote learning. Every kid is important. Every kid has potential, and every community should be a community of inspiration and aspiration.
Centerpoint joined hands with the Houston Food Bank to give food and supplies to first responders.
In lieu of Hurricane Laura, Centerpoint had some donations and bought some food. They were going to do it and distribute it throughout the community. Laura didn't happen to come this way, so rather than have the food go to waste, Elizabeth Brock and the rest of her team at Centerpoint decided to call in the city municipalities, fire, EMS, police, and other city municipalities, and donate the food to those people like myself. This food is going for the fire department. It's going to go throughout the city to all the fire stations and all the men and women that serve the Houston Fire Department. We have a continued relationship with them for over the past 20 years. Elizabeth Brock and some of her supporters and the city of Houston want to thank you guys for what you do for us continuously. They're a big supporter of some of our programs like Operation Save a Life and Get Along Houston. Along with this venture that they've given us, we want to say thank you again to Centerpoint for all you do.
When we return, the coronavirus has affected hardworking people in our communities. Pete Boutoni is one of them. And for now, he wonders what is going to happen in the near future.
Have questions about the coronavirus?
I'm here to share some simple steps you can take to help protect yourself and others.
Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Wash your hands often with soap and water for 20+ seconds.
Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue.
Clean and disinfect surfaces and objects. Wash hands after touching commonly used items.
Together, we can help slow the spread.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just a little moment. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back. but I can't.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Wait a second.
Do you know who I am?
Julia.
Hi. I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those two girls in 8th grade.
Oh, yeah?
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me and then you just linked arms with me. I don't think you know how much like that helped me because like I finally like knew that I had somebody.
Houston's a city on the move. It's a city that makes you groove.
That's the heartbeat. That's the rhythm of my town. Of my town.
My town. My town.
H-Town.
Visit Houston for yourself and find out where the inspiration leads you.
Overgrown lots and illegal dumping are not a good look for any community. With more than a dozen lots in the Acres Homes area needing attention, the Department of Neighborhoods went to work.
The complaints initially started at the 8400 block of Esther, next to the cemetery, where there was a complaint of overgrown lots. By the state Texas local government code, anytime that we have weeds that are over 48 inches, it becomes a life safety issue. Anything that's smaller than 3 inches in diameter, the machine basically goes through and grinds it down, and it makes a mulching bed, which will stop the growth of the grass and weeds for a long period of time. We also will be addressing the illegal dumping and the removal of tires. The cost of this abatement will be transferred to the owner or liens on the property. This is going to make a large impact on the quality of life because, of course, our mission statement is enhancing the quality of life within the city of Houston. And since we've been here for the last 3 days, I can't say how many residents in the area has actually came by and just really thanked us for actually finally getting this street here cleaned.
The coronavirus pandemic has greatly impacted job conditions and the ability to work. Pete Bottoni, furloughed from his job, feels uncertain about the future.
In streets across Houston, many have similar stories. Many who are close to retirement age are worried about their future. Pete Bottoni has worked all his life as a salesman. His most recent job was selling furniture. Today, he's furloughed at home.
Well, I'm a commissioned furniture salesman, and obviously our business had slowed down once the spread of the COVID-19 hit, and so they furloughed us. And I'm still on furlough, and it's changed everything, basically.
Perhaps the biggest concern is the uncertainty of it all.
Yeah, obviously everybody wants it to get back to some sense of normalcy. I don't know if it ever will. A couple of weeks ago, everything was the way it always has been, you know, steady job, on the way to retirement, no big snags, kids educated and healthy, family good. And then this all comes up.
So any advice?
Keep the faith. You just have to take it one day at a time, the old cliche. Things like this are going to happen. I don't think it's ever going to go back to the way it was. I think there'll always be a shadow of this in the back of our minds that it's when's the next time going to happen.
With this COVID-19 update, Mariana Oyanguren, HTV News.
That does it for City Pulse. Thanks for watching HTV. Your story, your voice, your station.